610 CKTB proudly supporting Help Kids Shine, a month-long campaign to raise awareness and funds for the Niagara Children's Center. And now, another story of how the Niagara Children's Center helps kids shine.
And that month of May, that Help Kids Shine month, is winding down, but we're going out with a big racket here. The unofficial wrap-up event is the plasma car races. I say unofficial wrap-up because, you know, any day of the year you can help kids shine. You can donate. You can go to NiagaraChildren'sCenter.com and make a donation. They're always looking for your support. You can always drop by the facility and arrange to get a tour, see the place. It'll do your heart good. It's a fantastic place. And, of course, CKTB is on Help Kids Shine during the month of May, trying to help raise funds and awareness. And today, I am live for that unofficial wrap-up at ballhockey.com for the Help Kids Shine Plasma Car Races. That is happening this afternoon. The teams are starting to show up, many in costumes. These are corporate teams who raise a lot of funds themselves just to compete here today for fantastic little trophies and bragging rights. And we will bring you some of them throughout the afternoon. So if you start to hear a lot of racket and cheering, I think the races are about to get underway here in about 10-15 minutes. So it's going to get loud, and it's always fun here at ballhockey.com for the Help Kids Shine Plasma Car Races. And we continue this afternoon to tell some of the stories, as you just heard. And you can go to our website to meet our ambassadors for 2019 in Help Kids Shine. One of them is Everett Sanders, and his mom, Michelle, is joining me now on the telephone. Hello, Michelle.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. How's Everett?
He is excellent.
Good to hear. Tell us Everett's story. We know Everett is 3 years old. Part of his story is on our website, but tell us about him.
Well, Everett is 3 years old. He is an incredibly social and happy kid. He loves taking on every challenge with the biggest smile on his face. And that sums up Everett in a nutshell.
What are the challenges?
The challenges, well, when Everett was born, he didn't receive enough oxygen that his body needed, which resulted in a brain injury and eventual diagnosis of cerebral palsy. So Everett faces a lot of physical challenges, which the Niagara Children's Center has been helping him since pretty much he was born to overcome.
Well, I was reading in his story, which people can read on our website at 610cktv.com, that at birth he was given like a 50-50 chance of making it?
That's right. So Everett's injury was severe enough that the doctors told us at Master Children's Hospital that, in the first, those first hours after he was born, that his organs were shutting down, and he had a 50% chance of survival in the first 72 hours. And Everett, after some hiccups along the way, in the NICU there, he made it through, and here he is today, thriving because of the Niagara Children's Center and the support that they're giving him in lots of different areas. They help him with establishing feeding. That's something that Everett is still working on, and they're helping us, and they're continuing to help us navigate not only the therapy tools that are at hand to help him increase his skill level in all areas, but also navigate the health system in which inevitably is connected with a lot of these physical issues.
Right. I can't imagine those first 72 hours, but incredible. So for you and for Everett, it wasn't okay. A lot of parents talk about starting to notice things in their kids developmentally, for example. I guess you kind of knew right away, because of the birth and everything that was going wrong, that this was going to be a challenge.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think I shared a bit in my story online that, within those 10 minutes in which Everett, he wasn't breathing when he was born, and they were doing CPR, and they were trying to get him to breathe on his own or even just get a heartbeat. And in those 10 minutes, I knew that our lives were changed forever. This was a game changer. This is going to be something that we were set on a totally different trajectory and unfamiliar territory. And quite frankly, it wasn't always something, our track to parenthood wasn't always something that other parents or other family members could relate to or provide advice for. And so we very much relied on the Niagara Children's Center for guidance and advice every single step of the way over these past 3 years.
I imagine, too, right at the beginning, as you said, this is a game changer. You don't know, nothing's familiar, but they helped you right away. You were there pretty early, I would take it.
Absolutely. You know what? We spent the first 2 months at McMaster Children's Hospital. When we were discharged, we came home, and our occupational therapist that we still have today was on my doorstep waiting there to help us with Everett's feeding the day after we came home from the hospital. So that's where the relationship started.
And here we are 3 years later, and you said he is social. That's huge. And does he love the visits to the Children's Center?
Oh, absolutely. He just beams when he walks through those doors. It's his home. He loves going there. And we're there, at least 4 days a week. He's involved not only in his therapy programs, he's in occupational therapy, physiotherapy, speech pathology, and he receives services from CAS, the Augmentative Communication Team at the center. And not only that, he's involved in, they have so many different programs. They have a walker group, which helps kids that are learning their skills with their new mobility devices. He does a walker group. He does a preschool swim class. He's in Challenger Baseball this year, which is a new program they just started.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really exciting. They partner with the Jace Care Foundation, which has provided the center with equipment and tools and resources to do adaptive baseball for kids of a wide range of abilities. So that's something that we're just starting out. It just started last week, actually. And it's really exciting, and he loves it. They provide such unique and innovative opportunities to do everything any other child would, just in a different way. And he loves it. He's taking on the world. He may do things a little bit differently physically, but he wants to do every single thing that every other child does, and they're helping him do that.
All because of the Niagara Children's Center, which is such a joyous, wonderful place. You know, I go there and people are there with challenges. Kids are, caregivers, parents, but yet it's a joyous and happy place. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've really supported us, not just, Everett, yes, they've supported Everett, absolutely, but they've also supported the parents, and they've given us advice. They've introduced programs. They have different workshops throughout the year that you can attend for parenting. Like if your child is having issues with sleep, they'll have a workshop for that. If you have questions about the education system and how your kid is going to fit into it, they have a workshop for that. They do parent talk nights once a month, which is a parent support group where there's childcare provided, and the parents get together, and there's different topics each month. Sometimes they have a fun night. Sometimes they're talking about things that are just on the parents' minds of the center. So we have a place to share ideas and ask questions. So they really do the holistic, whole circle approach of supporting these families, not just the children, very much the children, but also the parents and the caregivers for those children so that they can give them the best start at home. Because it's really about 24-hour rehabilitation, and that is at the center during the sessions, but it's also happening at home around the clock.
Well, Everett is one of our ambassadors this year on Help Kids Shine Month. But, Michelle, you're a great ambassador for the Children's Center as well. Thank you so much for talking to us today and sharing the story.
Well, thank you. We'll have fun at the plasma car race. I wish I could be there.
It's always fun. Okay. Thank you, Michelle.
All right.
Everett Sanders is one of our ambassadors, and Michelle is his mom telling us his story. Everett is 3 and just advancing so well at the Niagara Children's Center. It is Help Kids Shine Month. We are live at the ballhockey.com for the annual Help Kids Shine plasma car races, raising even more funds today for the Niagara Children's Center. We'll be back with more shortly.
Help Kids Shine, raising awareness and funds for the Niagara Children's Center. To meet our ambassadors and make a donation, visit 610cktb.com.